If I can't even protect my captain's dream, then whatever ambition I have is nothing but talk. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Pro Antagonist channel. We're going to do something very interesting today. We're going to analyze a character that, in my opinion, nobody completely understands. And the first character we're going to do today, Roronoa Zoro from One Piece. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. This might be a little bit of a way to get views. This might be a little bit kind of trolly for a certain content creator who has a no one understands series, but this nobody understands one. This is so much different. I'm going to talk about exactly why people don't understand Zoro. We're going to start with that earlier quote, by the way. If I can't even protect my captain's dream, then whatever ambition I have is nothing but talk. That is kind of a Zoro quote. Nobody understands Zoro because not only is he incredibly badass, he's incredibly wholesome. To him, everyone in his crew matters more than he does. Even though his dream matters more than his life, everyone else's dream is that important. And if he can't even protect his captain's dream, then he has nothing. He's very self-sacrificial in a lot of ways that people maybe don't necessarily understand. Zoro had booted Sanji away when he was about to get hit by the Kuma, and he said, no, I'm gonna take all the damage. Not because he loves Sanji, even though there's this Zo-san little community thing that popped up sometime in God knows what corner of the internet. But Zo-san is wrong. It's not because Zoro really loves Sanji, even though he kind of does really care about Sanji deep down as a crewmate. Zoro did that not just because he's badass. This is the part that people don't understand. It's because Zoro is the most wholesome character. He said that it was gonna be my captain's dream, my captain's crew. That's all a lot more important than me. It's gonna be my captain, or it's gonna be nothing. Also, nobody understands Zoro because his significance on the crew isn't his power. It's what his power says about the crew. Everyone everywhere said Zoro is so much stronger than Luffy. Back when I was first watching One Piece, Zoro's so much more of a Giga Chad. Luffy's lame. I don't believe that at all. I think that what you've misunderstood is that Zoro is the epitome of this guy's not even the captain. May I re-emphasize that? This guy is not even the captain. When Zoro goes and does something amazing, like he uses Conqueror's Haki or some other crap, he damages Kaido, he faces Drake'll Mihawk, he does all of this stuff, he's not even the captain. Nobody understands because this is really why Zoro is in One Piece. To be the guy who isn't even the captain. Luffy is wholesome, but sort of childishly. Zoro is more adult wholesome anyway. Zoro even said at one point that if Luffy didn't have Conqueror's Haki, he couldn't follow him. He had to be that impressive if Zoro was going to be a follower of the captain. Nobody understands Zoro also because Zoro is a creature of luck and curses in a world of his own atheism. He doesn't believe in God. He said, by the time we're done with this place, God is going to bow down to me. But he's so superstitious in certain ways, and he's so much reliant on luck, curses, and everything with Zoro has to do with the supernatural, even though he's an atheist. It is literally this that makes him one of the biggest Giga Chad characters in One Piece. Because he's like, all this stuff exists, but I don't believe in God because I'm gonna kill God. It's like Black Star from Soul Eater. It's kind of odd in a way because this isn't really the wholesome Zoro. This is sort of just the, I don't care. I don't care about luck and curses. Those things are real. I have to deal with that, but I'm still gonna be an atheist. And that's pretty hilarious because Zoro is incredibly stubborn. And what no one understands is that Zoro is the most stubborn character in the series, even more so than Luffy. Has Zoro ever had that broken moment? When Zoro was at his lowest was when he was defeated by Drake'll Mihawk. That was sort of the lowest point for Zoro. And I would say maybe a close second would be when he was warped away by Kuma. He got taken out pretty early, so he didn't have to go through all the pain that Luffy did. Luffy's painful moments were about his brother dying and him not being able to take care of his crew. And Luffy broke down. Nah, Zoro, he doesn't need any help. He doesn't need any support. He's just stubborn. And his stubbornness will take him through the entire world. He was so stubborn with Kuina. He was so stubborn when he was trying to prove himself when he was a little kid. And he is incredibly stubborn now. Nobody also understands Zoro because they don't realize how little Zoro cares about his actual life. He will throw it all away to do anything. There's another Zoro quote. It's called boredom. You want to kill me? You couldn't even kill my boredom. That is so amazing. His life is basically meaningless because he sees himself as super strong, but he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. If I die here, then I'm a man that could only make it this far. Any badass they have in some other kind of series, they may have feats, that Zoro doesn't have. But they're never gonna have the badass attitude that Zoro has. When the world shoves you around, you just gotta stand up and shove back. It's not like somebody's gonna save you if you start babbling excuses. That just sounds like your dad telling you, just gotta eat it and deal with it, be a man. But no, this is Zoro. This is saying, when the world shoves you around, shove it back. That is so amazing. When I decided to follow my dream, I had already discarded my life. Look at this attitude. His life doesn't even matter. I'm just going through these quotes because the way he talks about everything is just hilarious and it's just amazing. And then finally, no one understands Zoro because Zoro is incredibly wise. He once said that being strong isn't just about having power, it's about one's spirit. And that is incredibly wise. If you're that stubborn and you're that wise, I don't know how you even exist. Usually people that stubborn and that ridiculous are just very unwise. Zoro speaks like he has the zen, the absolute zen of Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like he has that fiery desire and drive like Luffy. It's literally the opposites of everything. It's both wholesome. They're both very wholesome. Only Zoro can be both as based and as ridiculously overpowered and as ridiculously overdriven and as ridiculously stubborn as he is, while also being absolutely wise. What happened back when Luffy wanted Usopp back on the crew? He said no. Usopp's gonna have to do it himself. That was such a word of wisdom. He has other words of wisdom, other nuggets of absolute wisdom. Like when you decided to go to the sea, it was your own decision. What happens to you on the sea, it depends on what you've done. Don't blame others. That is such a Giga Chad wisdom quote right there. I bet you don't have such a diverse cast of quotes about how someone doesn't care about their life. It is absolutely just a means to an end. It is just about protecting your captain's dream and your crew. There's a character like this who is also incredibly wise and incredibly badass, and that is Zoro. You just didn't understand. Only those who have suffered long can see the light within the shadows. Look at this man. He just keeps spitting out these quotes. I'm reading all of these quotes of Zoro's, and they're just amazing. Zoro is such a very based individual. But another thing you don't understand about Zoro is that he's also based in a different way. He's based in terms of saying, yeah, I'm just gonna kick Kuina's ass. I'm just gonna kick whoever's ass. But he gets destroyed. And then he's also very based in like, yeah, Tashigi is weak. You can't beat me because you suck. And then he said also, so what if you're a girl? He thinks that it's about being a badass, not whether you're a whammon or a gentle whammon. He will slap both whammon and gentle whammon because he's definitely a man of gender equality. This is how based Zoro is. He just says whatever he thinks. He doesn't care. He's just like Luffy in that regard. He is such a Giga Chad. There's so many good things to say about Zoro, and so many things that you didn't understand completely. You weren't fully awakened to the amazing that is Zoro until you watched this video. And all of these things we have gone over. We haven't covered everything. We have one more. Zoro is incredibly philosophically insightful. Not just wise, but insightful. He has very abstract concepts that he can understand. He said once, you'll never understand. Your swords will never be as heavy as mine. And this was to Hachi. And Hachi's swords were way heavier than his in terms of actual kilos. But the swords that Zoro carries are heavier than everyone else's. And that's such a Giga Chad way of thinking about it. Zoro's going to carry those swords and he's going to slash with them. He's going to kick your ass and still be a Giga Chad philosopher. Fine. I'd rather be a pirate than die here. I mean, that's similar to Socrates, right? He also was caught saying, I'm always serious. That's literally something you can never do. You can't always be serious, except that Zoro is. He's just that serious. Just little extra nuggets of wisdom that Zoro's dropped over the years. There should be a limit to how similar a couple looks like. It's so Giga Chad. That's so based. You should only be so similar. Otherwise, why are you even a couple? It's basically like saying you really just love yourself. If you didn't even understand Zoro up to now you're really going to understand Zoro. He's pulling out a Yogi Berra-ism. If you die, I'll kill you. Because Zoro says, you know, if you come to a hard situation in life, just beat it. Everything Zoro stands for is about being a better man. I'm literally a Sanji fan, but I have to say that Zoro is definitely a better Giga Chad than Sanji. We'll end it here because I now know that all of you understand Zoro. Tell me what you think about this video in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you'd like to see me do Nobody Understands Sanji, I will do Nobody Understands Sanji after this video hits 1,000 likes. That's a very short, that's a very small little little bar. A very big bar for my channel. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. I bid you adieu, and I will see you next time.